Okay, we're going live. Let me just get this thing going. Okay, I think that is it. So, good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here. Back to some more Horus Heresy Legions card creation shenanigans. And, of course, I am here together with none other than Shad. How's it going, Shad?
Hello.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah. Did it work?
I just... I just switched to the frigging chaos thing again.
Wait, the what?
Never mind. I hope there was a jump scare on the stream.
Okay, okay.
So how you doing, Shad? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to it. There's been some interesting entries I've seen in passing.
Yeah, there's some actually a lot of pretty cool entries. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, Shad, that was nutty. Okay,
This is why war is terrible. It ruins your ears as well as your taste.
yeah, it's ruining the HHL stream as well. Okay, so hello boys, hello Igor, Little Grey Dog, Hyber, Autumn, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Nice to have you here and chat. Shall we get right into it?
Sure. Do you want to read mine and vice versa, or shall I read mine and you vice versa?
Yeah, I'll read yours.
All
So
right.
we have Shat's card first of all, which is Pat the Dog, Bonnet Prime. Okay, the name is hilarious. So it's 667 Imperial Army. Rally put a copy of every friendly Ogren that died this game into play. So this is actually pretty interesting. So how many Ogrens do we currently have in the game?
Fuck all is the answer, but there's a few. Ogre Carites and all that. The new Traitor Auxiliary one's pretty decent.
I mean, this could be a pretty cool card, actually. A pretty cool card that would synergize with like an Ogren build if there was ever any. Like when we usually make these things, like we also take into account that there might be like some other custom cards made around it. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a Hearthstone style card
Thanks.
for sure, as the
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
Dog said. And I don't think it's like very OP either, because if you play this on curve, it's not gonna summon a lot of stuff, because chances of you playing an ogre in every single turn will be slim. And yeah, you're probably dropping this late game, right? And the art is very cool as well. I actually use the
Oh,
art as the
thanks,
stream
man.
cover. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's fan art from Darktide, but I could be wrong.
most probably, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool
Yeah.
card for sure, and does give off that Hearthstone vibe. So,
Yeah.
cha-ching.
No, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I mean, I used to play Hearthstone, so I'm definitely inspired by it. The name also is a bit of a joke. Obviously, this is supposed to be like Nork Dead Dog, who is a famous Imperial Army character, a Pure Guard character from 40K's, like great granddaddy or something. And Nork, I don't know if you know this, but in England at least, is slang for for breasts or tits. So Pud can be slang, a very childish old style slang for penis. So I'm clever. This is my way of putting subtle humor in that. I'm kidding.
Oh my god,
But yeah, no,
I think we should not have known that. Okay.
yeah, you've been enlightened. Yeah, go on, teach. Pull that shirt up. Show us your norks.
Depends on how much you're willing to pay. Yeah. Okay. So, moving on. Next is my card, so be kind.
All right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'll go. Yeah. So 2 energy Imperial Navigator, a 1/4 stat line. So it's about on curve, although bad distribution. Rally. Choose a card from your deck and move it to the top of your deck. Resolution. Draw a card. So yeah, it's neutral card draw. It's a little unexciting, but it's good flavor because he's a navigator. You can see where he's going, so he sees where you want to go with your game plan, and then he draws it. Only criticism, it doesn't feel like a legendary to me. This feels like an epic or maybe a rare.
Probably epic more.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good card draw, card advantage. It might even be too good, honestly, because you drop that on turn one. That's going to draw you a lot of cards and do a bit of incidental chip damage, and as well as it's got deck thinning. So yeah. But it's good. It's cool. I like the design.
Are Navigators, abhumans, yes, they are, my friends, because they have the third eye. So they're
Yeah, no,
definitely not
there
humans.
was a little bit of confusion on this actually in the card creation Discord. So the definition of an abhuman strain is a stable form of humanity that can reproduce itself. So they can be mutants, although not all abhumans are mutants, and vice versa. Also, they need to be not chaos tainted, basically. So, Beastmen, for example, used to be abhumans. Nowadays, they're classified as chaos tainted, but that's in 40k era. In 30k, they're still abhumans
Yep.
because they reproduce. So, you could put two Beastmen on a planet somewhere and make them have babies, and they would make more Beastmen babies. They wouldn't make horrible chaos spawn or whatever the fuck. That's the definition of an abhuman.
Warhammer Fantasy would like a word.
We don't talk about the abhuman rapists. I only said racist. I'm sure they're very racist too. You know.
Okay.
Man,
All
Warhammer
right.
Fantasy is dark sometimes. People
Oh my
forget that.
god. Okay, so hi, Master Cross, and let's move on. So, I believe you go first, Chad. This is
No, I just did one. I don't want to
Oh
fucking
yeah, you
pronounce
did.
this. Are you
Okay,
kidding me? Look
sure.
at this thing.
God damn it.
Good
So
luck.
maybe it's Votic Nimik, a Votan Brokhir mercenary. And look at this shit. Like, it has its own custom icon as well and everything. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
So, 3 energy, 2/5, with Vantage, and attrition. Friendly vehicles gain +1 attack. And the ability is to put in play an Ironkin Aktol. So, Ironkin Aktol is a 4 energy, 3/3, front line, attrition, gain +2 health, and attack by itself once. Battle Honor, remove the attrition ability of self. So, if it kills something, it can no longer do the attrition. Now, as for this guy, if you play it on curve, it doesn't really do anything. It does have high health though. But if it does survive, then it's going to summon this big boy and it's going to be pretty powerful. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting, to be honest. I like how it's also trying to be balanced in a way that it's removing the attrition from Ironkin Aktol, so it doesn't get too crazy, I guess. Because Ironkin Aktol is a vehicle, that means the Votic is going to be buffing its attack while it's also going to be getting health. I quite like it, Chad. What do you think?
I'm a bit split on this one. I like Votic Nimik, or however you pronounce that. It's a solid enough design, a little like basic, and it is a rare after all. It's appropriately statted, use of Vantage, and the custom icon. I respect the amount of effort that went in, and it's perfectly formatted. Even managed to put in those bizarre above symbols that I don't know what the names are for those things, but they're vaguely Nordic or whatever. My issue actually is with the creature it spawns, the Ironkin Aktol, because the attrition ability is just kind of toxic. You could build an OTK with this. Is the problem? It wouldn't be very easy to do, admittedly, but just spamming the ability and smacking face over and over and over again, it's got just lots of weird combinations of abilities going on here. If you just remove the attack by itself, I would say, and honestly, the battle one is kind of just a bit messy as well. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I would love to see the rest of this set because this looks like it's a set that he's making. Because obviously this is the token card, kind of, but also it's a common, so it implies you can put it in the deck normally.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look at this. Beastmen Cannibals. Yeah. Yours, Chad.
Right. Yeah, 6 energy, Chaos Infantry, a 4/7, a cannibalistic clan. That should error. Should have a comma after Beastmen. But yeah, no, it's a cultist, which is nice for synergy. Friendly infantry troops have sacrifice, heal 2 to your units, and 0 energy, destroy another cultist troop. Okay, that's interesting. So it's a little understated for its cost, obviously. Most cultists are, because that's a powerful cult tribe tag. And the passive ability it has is interesting, and in combination with the active is also quite interesting. Usually, for a big chunky troop like that, you don't want to be wasting its attacks and its ability to leverage things with a low impact ability like that. But cultist tribal, really likes being sacrificed, the mission, and the fact that they also have the sacrifice ability just because of Beastmen Cannibals existing. It's got some nice synergy going on there. It's a very sort of it works very well with itself. This card, everything fits together nicely.
Yeah, it's a pretty good design. First of all, I have to say that the art is just perfect. It's freaking creepy as well. But yeah, perfect. And yeah, I quite like this actually because if you drop it, the stats are actually pretty well optimized, I think. It's a cultist as well, and the whole thing to give sacrifice to the cultist is very good synergy. And the sacrifice ability is not bullshit either. It's like heal. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
also a threat. It's also a big threat because it could potentially, for example, trigger it with Reset. So yeah, pretty interesting for sure. I like
Yeah,
this one. Pretty good.
it's really well formatted too. Literally, I mean, my only nitpick is something in the title, so that's it.
Yeah,
Everything else
absolutely.
is perfect. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Albinoric. Oh my god. 2 energy, 2/2. Don't kill Albinorics, you monster. Invulnerable to make sure you will never kill an Albinoric. This is
This
a
looks like Elden Ring. Is this a meme from your stream?
yeah, I've been killing those things like a lot, and people people usually feel sorry for these midgets. So yeah, hi, yeah. So that kind of okay. Moving on, moving on. Okay, Testra Headhunt, Alpha Legion. So we never have a stream without Alpha Legion. The
Of
enemy
course.
warlord becomes Sergeant. The enemy warlord becomes Sergeant Cork. Enemy tactics cannot be played until the end of your next turn. Okay, this is very interesting. I like the background, by the way, with the custom Hydra there.
Yeah, I was just about to notice that. Is this the madman that puts his cards together in photo editor,
of
like
course, of
the old
course, it's
days?
him.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
it's him. I really like it, to be honest. It's nuts, but I really like it.
I like it, but it's crap. Is the problem? It's way too expensive.
Imagine you're turning the enemy into Sergeant Cork.
Yeah, and that's good, but like it's got very limited utility. It fucks up your opponent's game plan, yes, and it's very awkward, but it's not 9 energy worth of awkward.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I like it. I mean, to be fair, stripping a reckoning off of someone would be hilarious. But other than that, I don't really see you getting 9 energy worth of value out of it, other than demoting a Magnus back down to well, giving him a lobotomy. I don't understand the flavor behind this either. Is this a reference to one of the books? I don't read Alpha League books because I have standards. So did this happen during one of their books or something?
Most probably, I just can't put my
Yeah.
finger on it, but yeah, I
Yeah, no, I
assume.
like the card. It is a bit toxic. He's the some Eros or whatever that is in Russian said, and I do agree with that. But it's relatively minor interaction and ruining your opponent's game plan because it comes so late, and they've already had time to execute on their game plan, and you're spending a lot of energy to do just a little bit of fuckery. So yeah, it's fine. At 9 energy, it's weak. I'd probably say like 6. What would you say, Teach?
Yeah, it could be cheaper. It could be cheaper for sure. And it would be
Hmm.
very funny.
Yeah,
Oh my
interesting
god.
design. Good, cool design space, as people on the Discord server would not say, but I would. All right.
All
Me next,
right.
is it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, then. Rattling Sniper. Hey, I love my little boys. All right. Don't quote that out of context. Sorry. 4 energy, Epic Imperial Army 4/2. It has Solar Auxilia. I already have an issue with that because they don't let these little midgets into the elite fighting force. Stealth, and after another friendly unit attacks, gain first strike this turn. Battle Honor gains stealth. Alright. I like the art, obviously, and I like Rattlings, but no, I don't like this design. It's messy. Doesn't Solar Auxilia? No, doesn't belong on Rattlings. They put it on Ogrins sometimes for shock troopers, but Rattlings are just kind of not necessary. I don't know. Hang on. I should check this actually. Is there a tabletop way of getting Rattlings into a Solar Auxilia list in the Horus Heresy game? I don't think there is, but I could be wrong. Fact check me, chat.
I'm not.
But yes, no, I don't like it's got lots of weird little bits to it. So first strike, I personally don't like first strike as a way to represent sniping. that sort of thing. It doesn't fit very well to me. I would say sneak attack is better, or abilities personally. Also, the fact that it relies on other attacks is just. I get the flavor because it's a halfling, so they like to attack while people are being distracted by other friendly allies, but it's just messy. Yeah, not a fan. It's also kind of strong, but not that strong. It's got 2 health, so if it didn't have solo auxilia like it shouldn't, then it would be quite balanced. But the solo auxilia attack makes it a bit strong. What do you think?
So, I mean, it's easy to remove because
It's not though, because it'll always have stealth.
yeah, there's 2 health only, so there's that. But
It feeds on troop decks, doesn't it? Because if your opponent's playing a solo war, then they have no way to leverage it.
yeah, I guess it's okay. But yeah, the solar auxilia is a little weird for sure. I mean,
Yeah, remove that. I would be fine with this design. I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's move on. Interesting card though, for sure. Okay. The
All
distraction.
Yours.
Interesting. The distraction. 5 energy 3/6 Ogren, obviously. Frontline, rally, add the thief to your hands, and give -2 to enemies damaged by this troop until the end of your next turn.
That looks like that's a separate ability, not part of the rally.
Yeah. So essentially, you add the special card to your hand. You drop this low attack front line, and whenever it attacks, it reduces the damage of the opponent. Okay, by itself, it's not a bad front line for sure. Let's see what the thief. Okay, so the thief is the extension of the art. So it's a stealth, and when this troop attacks and survives, steal the top card of your opponent's deck. Oh, that's such a cool idea. So, so it's like a tag team, basically. You need to attack with the distraction and then attack with the thief. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Oh, not when it attacks, it damages even, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it works on any turn. Yeah.
That is pretty cool, I have to admit. Okay, Shad, I'm going to say I like it a lot. What do you think?
I mostly like it. It's a cool idea. It just the thief is a bit strange. Like it's the whole idea of having a big chunky front line is to protect this guy, but you don't need to protect him because he has stealth. So just make him 1 energy, get rid of the stealth, better design.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the combo. It's a cool idea.
And the concept is pretty cool as well. It's actually funny, the distraction and the thief.
Yeah, it's very good flavor. I do like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool card. That's a cool card for sure. Okay, moving on. Beastman.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 energy, 3/3 chaos infantry, Beastman.
Oh, wait, actually, give me a second, chat. Give me a second.
Oh, there's another one.
I think there's like 2 of these. I think it was replaced later. But let's read it and we'll see if it comes up. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay, sure. Well, yes, it can only gain 1 mark of chaos. The stat gain from Mark of Chaos is doubled. Rally, if you play Chaos Tactic this turn, gains Mark of Chaos. So I'm just left wondering why is the main thing when I'm reading through this. Like, why is it restricted to only a single mark? I get that that's a thing in the tabletop and in Chaos in the Warhammer Fantasy thing, but I mean, you've got a whole game worth of precedent in Horus Heresy Legions. That's just not how they do marks here. Marks are a thing that build up and you're supposed to work towards getting 4. If it just have that passive of doubling the stat gain from Marks of Chaos, that I like. I think that's an interesting place to go with it. It sort of incentivizes the Mark of Chaos synergy in interesting ways. But yeah, the random mark restriction. But still, right, so realistically, though, let's evaluate the power of it, because you're never playing this unless you play a Chaos Tactic. So realistically, it's always going to have a mark. So at most, what you could get from it would probably be, the best would probably be the Mark of Nurgle. So that is a 3/7 poisonous 1 for 4 energy, which is pretty solid. It's still a random mark, though, so you can't predict that. It could also be a 5/3 Terror for 4, which is pretty good for neutral, honestly. Or it could be a 7/3 Corn, and then or a 5/5 with Unstoppable. honestly, as stats go, it's quite well statted. Yeah, I just don't like the random one mark restriction. No.
Hmm.
No, it would not double poison of Mark of Nurgle. It's that's not a stat. So it's well, you could call it a stat, but I would say what he meant by that was simply power and toughness. Hmm.
I guess so. I mean, it's just a little weird, but I do like the idea. I just also don't know why it's restricted.
Yeah.
But even if it's not restricted, it's still a pretty good card, though. I do like it. I like the idea. You could, like, one of our viewers actually suggested that what you could do with this is keep the chaos counterattack in your hand and just then play it with this.
It's a nice buff to a Chaos Warlords. Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
actually pretty interesting.
I guess the reason he did it was to quote unquote balance the cards, so that because apparently getting multiple marks of chaos and it would make an absolute monster. But I think that's not a bug; that's a feature. If you really thought that was a problem, you could just remove the rally ability and keep the like it gets double benefit from marks of chaos. That's a cool design. I don't know why EG haven't made that already, to be honest. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's cool concept but messy. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Oh my god. Okay, smash! Ripper Gun Squad. Okay, so
This is the Primarch that Imperial Army deserves.
yes, the 240, and he has the shiny medal promotion. Oh my god. Okay, so Savage damage self by 1 and increase the active ability damage by 1. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. And for 2 energy, deal 1 damage to an enemy and adjacent units and increase the cost of this ability by 2. Can act again. So, let's actually check the other stuff. Shiny Medal promotion for 25 and look how happy he is.
Yeah, he is having the time of his life.
And whenever he's damaged, he gets like -1, and when the enemy troop dies, he gets -2. So yeah, it's quite doable.
That's going to
And
be very easy. Yeah, that's like turn 7 if you're lucky.
and then he's like, okay, smash, Bonnet. So he gets a promotion. He gets 3 attack and resolution. Create 1 random Imperial Guard tactic into your hand. Relentless, lower the cost of all Imperial Guard tactics in your hand by 2. And 2 energy, deal 2 damage, ordnance 3 to all enemies. Oh my god. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is really cool.
I'm gonna have to rain on everyone's parade then, aren't I?
Oh, come
Do you
on.
want to finish? You got anything else to add?
I mean, it's so friggin' fun. Like,
That's all it is, though. I agree. I was laughing with you. I am laughing now. It's funny because the art and fat man with like Down syndrome is funny, but it's not mechanically interesting. I'm sorry. uh, okay. Well, I suppose I should do my job and actually check the formatting. But yeah, the first form is actually quite well formatted. There's not really any issues. There should be a comma after Ochre Smash, comma Ripper Gun Squad. Uh, the Savage ability should probably be take 1 damage or receive 1 damage, and then increase ability damage by 1 till next by 1. It should be probably say during your next turn, but yeah, it's not a big deal. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and adjacent units. I'm assuming that means that it hits an enemy and then hits the enemies next to that enemy, not hits your units adjacent to you, but that's a wording ambiguity. Can act again. Initiative low makes sense. You've not cropped the art properly for the second form either. It's got a little white bar at the top, but it's good art. I don't know where you found that. He's hilarious though. Yeah. Boned is 2 words, and the ability. Yeah, this one's the messy one. It's the reckoning. So Imperial Guard should be capitalized, and also it should be Imperial Army. So, did you make an Imperial Guard expansion and then you've just repurposed this? Because fair enough, but that's yeah, easy mistake to make. Relentless should have a colon after it. Lower the cost of all Imperial Guard tactics, capitalized, and should be Imperial Army again. And yeah, that's pretty much all the issues, to be honest. It should be a full stop after the relentless ability and the resolution ability to differentiate them as well. Yeah. My main issue is I just don't see how he built this. He's just it falls into a lot of the pitfalls of most Warlord designs, especially neutrals, which is it's just generic value. So how would you build him? You just put all the staples in like every other one.
You just
Sorry,
smash.
it's funny. I like it. It's good. It's very fun, but it wouldn't actually be interesting to play. Is the problem?
You just
Sorry.
smash. Okay.
I know. I know. Are people mad at me? Yeah. Is it a meme? No, no. Ogren sergeants in the tabletop are actually called boneds because what happens is they go, "Oh, that one's brighter than normal. It knows how to obey like 2 sentences of commands. What we'll do, we'll chop out his brain, remove the stupid, and put some metal in there, and it kind of works, and they end up about as intelligent as a 6-year-old. That is the peak of Ogren intelligence, and they become the sergeants."
Oh my god. Okay, let's move on, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I know, great. I'm mean. I'm mean. I'm no fun.
There's also Asmedi the Beastman.
All right, yeah, is this one yours? Or... No, this is mine, isn't it? All right, Asmedi the Beastman. I don't recognize this name, so this might be a character from a book that I'm on. But yes, it's a 5 energy, 5/6 legendary Chaos Infant. It has flank, savage, damage allied adjacent units by 2, and can act again. Okay, so that is clear there. So it does say this is a there's a lot of damage potentially, particularly with that battle honor of gaining berserk and heal 2. So you could theoretically get a lot of damage in if this guy can just stick on the board. So yeah, I'm gonna say I like the concept, but I think it's too big of a boy. This should be lowered down to like a 4 energy 3/4 probably. Also, flank on a body that size is kind of nuts. But yeah, I like it, but it's too strong.
They just released a card in Warforged that costs 6 and is a flank 9 damage, so I'm not surprised that
Oh,
people
good lord.
And guess who?
I don't understand. Do they not learn from their previous games, or did they just like burnt the last 3 years out of their memory with a hot wire?
Oh, I do like the fact that it damages like the allies. That's pretty cool. That's like a cool drawback. But yes, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah. Gaining Berserk is cool too, because that means you have no choice but to continue doing the combo, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, just too big.
I just maybe even reduce the health maybe a little bit. So
yeah, well, I would say 4 energy, 3/4. That would be how I would nerf it.
Fair enough. Okay, so we got Lordling Strength. Interesting. So Imperial Army, 1 energy 0/3, which makes quite a lot of sense, I guess. But could be 1/3, I guess, still. Just to symbolize the fact that he's got a gun. Precognition, Psyker 1, and for 1 Psyker, you refill 1 energy and can act again. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So essentially, you drop like Kaizu Lane, but what this Kaizu Lane does, it provides a Arvus Lighter refill basically every turn.
Oh no, it's like an energy battery, really. Yeah.
So it's like a battery.
You can save it up after all, can't you?
And if 1,000 Suns play it, it's kind of nuts.
That's the problem.
I would say, if like there were no 1,000 Suns, it could be interesting. But with 1,000 Suns, it's just unfair as hell. Like imagine 1,000 Suns refilling 15 energy or something.
Which is a shame because it's really cool. But yeah, I wonder.
I think
also,
that's
it's just too highly statted. It's too highly statted as well for a cheap, free, easy precog. Even if it had no active ability, you would still just play this in every 1,000 Suns deck because uninteractive, hard to kill Psyker generation. So yeah, cool idea and nice art. Wherever you found that, it's cool. Yeah. But yeah, it's too strong and especially busted. It's got the same problem of whenever someone makes a cool poison card, it's just like, oh, this is cool, but Death Guard break it wide open, so too strong.
Yeah, it's usually a problem because since there is a synergy with certain factions, it kind of makes some cards like dumb.
Yeah, it's very delicate what you can do with them in neutral. Yeah, no, I like the art. It's cool. Very nice.
Okay,
Alright.
let's move on then.
Let's see. So, oh wow, it's a big boy. So 6 energy, 7/7 Imperial Army Infantry, the Elite Carites. It's a solar auxilia, which legendary, yeah, which is accurate. They did actually employ solar auxilia ogrins. This one is actually modelled off the models, I believe. As frontline, as terror, rally and rage, heal 2 to your other units and deal 2 damage to all enemies. Holy shit, that's strong. That is very strong. Too strong.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much.
Oh my god, yeah, no, wow, that is nuts. Like that is immediate massive impact because that's a Doombringer effect right there and then on a better statted body, 2 energy cheaper, and frontline and snowball potential with terror and a tribal tag. What the fuck were you
And
smoking, dude?
rage.
This is
And
a 9
rage.
energy card.
And rage.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, even if you remove it in some other way, it's still gonna fucking burn you. This is a 9 or 10 energy card. This cool, but holy shit, that's understated.
I mean,
Oh,
definitely a
sorry,
cool.
undercosted. Sorry.
I think the problem here is that it's a very cool card, but it's too cheap. Because, like, a card like this with so many effects, plus overstated for
Yeah.
its cost, 6 energy, 7,
Also,
7.
yeah, Master Cross raises a good point. Why does it have terror? I get that they're scary, but they're no more scary than like seeing a space marine chasing you down at fucking Mach 2. So like terror is very specifically for things that engage in a very horrifying way of war. So it has to be an assassin, it has to be a night lord, it has to be something that lurks in the shadows and strikes flavor wise. You can't just stick it on whatever.
Yeah, I
So
think
get
so
rid of
too.
terror, upgrade it to like a 9 energy card, and I'd be okay with that. I think. What do you reckon?
I think uh I think this is actually pretty cool, but once again, super overpowered. I think if you
Yeah.
want to keep it like at the cost that it is, remove the terror, just keep it 6 energy 7/7 front line, and what you could do is you could give it rage heal 2 to your other units and just keep it at that. So that if the
Yeah.
enemy just removes it, it removes it. If not, would potentially you could heal like 4 to your warlord and it could be pretty nice. I think it's a potentially a cool card that has been done like too much.
Yeah, it would be very just strong overstated at what you suggested, a 6 energy 7/7. But then basic stats really don't mean a whole lot in the regular game at the moment. So honestly, that would probably be fine. Yeah, maybe 7 energy for that effect. But yeah, that would work. That'd be a cool sort of defensive tool. You know, the
And
more troops
Chad,
you slam into it, the more the troop heals. Yeah, it's got synergy with my own card.
yes.
I'm monitoring the chat too, although I'm behind you. But yeah, no. Oh no, this guy's retroactively ruined my entry. I apologize. I'll commit seppuku now.
Okay, let's move on. Rain and
Yeah.
Rouse, Rattling Twins.
Hey,
10 energy
is yours?
tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. And it's put in play Rain Gafar and Rouse Gafar. Rouse Gafar gains sneak attack this turn. Okay. And Rouse Gafar is 5/2 cleave. But I don't get why it needs to get the sneak then. But then you have Rain Gafar, flank, hunt, Rouse Gafar attacks target. Oh, okay.
So he's
So
the ringleader. Yeah.
yeah, so you essentially summon a 5 energy, 10 energy 5/2 with a sneak, and Rain Gafar then attacks something, probably dies, most probably, and then Rouse finishes it off for sure because a total of 8 damage plus cleave, and you still get Rouse Gafar left on the board. Honestly speaking, I think this is a very cool concept and a very cool, very cool idea. I just saw something there, but I think it's kinda underpowered in a way because Rengafar has to die like 90% of the time. Then Rausgafar is gonna stick, but he's gonna be a 5/2, and at the time of 10 energy, it's too weak. I think they're a
Yeah, it's
little
very
bit
weak.
under. It's underpowered, but the concept is really cool.
It's a neat idea. Yeah, it's kind of like what is it? The old Frecky and Jerry tactic
Mm-hmm.
from the Space Force in Legacy. Yeah, same concept. I don't know. It's a bit clunky as well, though. It's weak and clunky, and also I don't think technically these are characters from 40K, so it's also not technically period accurate, as noted by the Tau battle suits in the background of the art. but that's fine. You know, whatever. They're Rattlings, close enough. Yeah, no, it's. I don't like the extra sneak attack clause just on Rouse. Honestly, considering you're paying 10 energy for it, I think you could give just both of them sneak attack at this point. Just have it in their base cost anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's.
yeah,
I think it's good. It's just I
and
just think
it
it's
would, yeah.
I just think it's weak. That's the only
Yeah,
problem I
at
have.
10 energy, they can both have sneak attack. That way, you don't need to put the clause in the main card of like Rouse Gafar gains sneak attack this turn because it just clutters the card up. So just put in play Ryan Gafar and Rouse Gafar, 10 energy, nice and simple and clean,
Maybe
and
just
then you can
reduce
make
the cost as
purples.
well.
Well, no, if you're going to give them sneak attack permanently and they attack the turn they enter,
Oh, if
then
both of them
10
get
energy,
sneak
10
attack,
energy is
yeah,
pretty fair. Yeah, 10 energy is pretty fair for that, I'd say,
yeah.
because you're gonna do 3 damage with Ryan. Rouse is then going to land another 5 with some cleave, and then they'll still both be around. So.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if they permanently both get sneak attack, then yeah, totally fine. Okay, next up is yours.
Oh, the Ecclesiarch. Nice spelling. The Judge. 0 energy. Choose a hero card and add it to your hand. After activating this ability 3 times, wait for 2 weeks until you can use it again. Nice. And
Oh yeah.
then Master Cross. Where am I? Oi! What's going on here? Master Cross, High Master of Dark Angels. Quest. Your warlord gains. When you choose a quest, choose all of them instead. See, that's a really cool effect. I'd actually like to see that. So stop putting all your good ideas in the memes.
Master Lamia. Oh my god.
One who will return. Rally, destroying all enemies. Give them Berserker to your next turn. Your opponent can't activate abilities until your next. See? More cool ideas. Stop wasting them on memes. Zermal, Battle Honor, take control of all enemy troops. Yeah, cool. Also cool. Aussie, or Azzy rather. Stealth rally for each card in opponent's deck. Add a legacy trap to it. Holy shit. Okay, that's strong. Fun though. You put a GIF in. How did you do that?
Wait a minute. How did he do that?
Hypnomarine. Wow.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
cool. We hit a new amount of effort, I suppose. Rally, choose a troop or tactic in your opponent's hand. Your opponent can't play other cards until he plays it. So that's a cool card. That's a cool idea too. Stop wasting your cool ideas. Also, I'm offended I didn't get one. How dare you?
What the fuck, man? Like, this is a GIF, and plus, these are such cool ideas. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, who made all the memes? These are all the same people, right? Same person, right?
I think it's from Hypnomarine, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. What the hell is going on here? What are these arts? Okay. This is freaking crazy.
I read a lot of memes then. Do you want to switch back and take on the next real card?
Oh my god, not again. Okay. Hired Ogen Squad. Is he more stupid? 500
People love Ogren.
4-5. Look at him. He's a good boy. Rally. Gain the following traits depending on your warlord's loyalty. That is actually very cool. Traitor, Flank and Terror. Loyalist, Health and Frontline. And unaligned or neutral, Duplicitous and Cleave 2. Okay, let me think about this for a second, okay? I think the Loyalists get the best thing because the 7 health frontline is pretty cool, and Melgator doesn't exist anymore. The flank is also good, but he has low damage to actually make Terror work really well. Duplicitous with Cleave 2 is okay as well.
Yeah, considering Thek Squad exists, this guy seems fine.
Yeah.
A fine terror card. I agree. Yeah,
I think it's quite
and then,
alright. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
a 4/7 for 5 with frontline also is unimpressive. So yeah, but then again, neutrals aren't really supposed to be like pushing the boundaries of power, generally speaking, because they're supposed to fit into a slot you don't have. Like I would play this in a Control Systems of Silence deck because their front lines suck, for example.
Yeah, maybe.
And the unaligned and neutral, I would say the unaligned and neutral is the best one, to be honest, because that increases your chance of actually landing a cleave hit with it, and that is a really nice way to get some impact. So yeah.
Yeah, actually,
honestly, you know what my main problem is? I just think it would be more interesting if it was a choose effect, and just you can choose one of these 3.
That is true, though I do like the idea of something changing abilities based on the allegiance. But yeah, in terms of like this is more fun But in terms of like design, obviously it's better to choose. But yeah, pretty cool card.
Yeah.
I think it's quite
You
fine.
know, Eros, you are right. Flank and Terror together are toxic, but it's just a very poor distribution of stats and that effect. So yeah,
Yeah, it's balance. It's balancing it out a little bit because the
yeah,
stats are bad.
it's not OP. It's not great. I obviously Flank and Terror are never really a good combo because they can just snowball quite hard. But then we have so many of those cards in the game now that Custodies have been updated. Hmm.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is the actual submission for the Beastman.
Oh, is this a new version? Okay, so this replaces the old one then.
Yeah. So what's the difference? The troop
Oh,
can
there
gain
aren't
only
any really.
one mark's chaos. When this troop gains a mark of chaos, the stat gains from mark of chaos are doubled. Relative if you play it caster. Oh, okay. So maybe
This is the same. Yeah,
Oh,
this is the
okay.
same card. You either added the same one twice, or it's just minor spelling mistake.
Might be a minor correction, or maybe they just double send it just in case. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, look, same art. Carite
Hey,
Defenders.
do you want to go or shall I?
You can do it.
All right. Carite Defenders then. 6 energy, 5/6 epic. Carite Defenders, Ogen Squad. Correctly formatted title. I love to see it. Solar Auxilia fits, as we discussed before. Frontline also fits. Put the big, fat, ugly kid in front and he can block all the hits. A use of Nemesis here, which is interesting. Nemesis, set this unit's health to be equal to the attack of the enemy unit with the highest attack. I like that. I like that a lot. That is very cleverly deployed here because notice Nemesis. Well, oh, actually, he may be a little behind the times. I was going to say before they buffed Nemesis, this would have only triggered on something that had 6 or more attack, meaning it's impossible for him to accidentally nerf himself. Now that they've buffed Nemesis, you can actually mess up and set him to a 5/5, which is quite funny. But yeah, no, I like that. That's a really cool design actually because that can scale with your enemy. Can you imagine if they play Garlock and you just play this like 5/16 frontline come at me and then you remove it with a hard remove? Ah, that'd be great. I really like this. This might be my favorite design so far actually.
This is very good. This fits everything. Like basically, it fits the theme. It's cool ability. It also has the funny factor because you can nerf yourself. But yeah, this is a really cool card. Ogren, play fair. But yeah, this guy's pretty good. I think it's a
big demon hug.
and he did, and he did. By the way, yeah, really good design on this one. I'm with you 100%, Chad. Really, really good design. Cool card. Okay. Oh, this one was nasty as hell, I remember. Hamaya.
Yeah, I had to Google this. I have no idea who these things were until I checked. Yeah.
So 4 energy, 4/5 with parry. That's a new thing, basically. First attack on this unit is cancelled. So essentially, this unit blocks every first attack made against it.
Yeah, but only one. But bear in mind that is permanent. It's not once per turn. So once one attack has been attacked on it, then that is gone.
Yep, that's how it is. And duelist, if this unit can't be destroyed in one hit, then it can't be attacked. This is actually pretty interesting. This is the opposite of the destroyer trait for the Necrons in Warpforge, which is you can't attack something unless you can destroy it. So this is just the opposite of that. So this is a very defensive card. Obviously, it's meant to just survive the onslaught. And most probably what you want to do with this is you want to play this and then you want to get some buffs on it. I guess that's the idea with this card. Now, I could see Space Wolves playing this. Space Wolves have ways of giving the units ward, and this thing could become so nasty. I think it's too powerful, honestly.
Yeah, it's a little pushed. There's a few issues. So there's a few only a few formatting issues. Like champion should be capitalized, and you've used the same icon for parry as first strike. So I'm going to assume personally that you didn't intend for it to also have first strike. So it just has that parry. Yeah, there's also a weird rules interaction between parry and duelist. So essentially, duelist dictates that it can't be unless it can't be destroyed by an attack, then it can't be attacked. But parry means it can't be destroyed. So theoretically, if you read it a certain way, that basically reads this unit cannot be attacked because you can never attack it for the first time with something that will destroy it. I'm assuming that's not what you intended, but it's still a rules it's a rule error. Also, technically, these are keywords, so you should probably have just written parry and duelist and then given us like a little blurb on what those do. But yeah, I like the idea. Parry in particular is a cool is a cool keyword. It's like a little specific shield with a lot of flavor behind it. The duelist is cool too, and the interaction preventing you from just bashing the parry off with a warlord attack is interesting. I would probably say it's a little overstated though, considering how much protection it has. But then it's not going to prevent you from being hard removed or shot with abilities. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, make it a 4/4 and fix the ambiguities, and we're down.
Yeah, I'm there.
Sorry, I should probably find some lore for this as well for people in the chat because I googled this. The Hamaya were a near-human species that were encountered by, I believe it was the Emperor's children, and they thought they were going to be able to bring them to compliance, but negotiations broke down. This is a culture that doesn't believe in organized warfare, only single combat. So they were basically getting shot down left, right, and center because they would only engage in duels. They were very, very good at it, but obviously duelists don't win wars. So eventually they settled it by a 1v1 duel with the greatest champion, which I think was this one. And they lost. And when they did, the entire culture went, well, fair and square. That was the duel that was to settle the fate. So they all committed ritual suicide right there and then. Every last one of them. A really fascinating sort of like, it almost feels like grimdark Star Trek, that short story. Honestly, I'm very glad that you posted this because I would never have learned about that story before. It's a very interesting piece of lore.
Sound like a bunch of degenerates to me, but yeah, it's a cool lore. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, they're blue. Remove them. Yeah, no.
This is like this is a cool card. I also think just needs a little bit of balancing for sure. And as you said, fixing of ambiguities. But I like the new keywords that have been made. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're both cool. They're both interesting. Yeah, both interesting keywords. All right. Me next, is it?
Yes.
All right. So Navigator Milda, a 235 Epic Imperial Army warlord with low initiative. I don't know this name. If she's from a book or piece of lore, then please enlighten me, chat. The ability is 1 energy. Reveal card in enemy hand. If it's a tactic, draw a card. If it's a troop, give +1/+1 to a random friendly troop. So I get the flavor. She's a navigator. She can see where she's going. She sees your opponent's hand. But I also question once again, how do you build around this? There is nothing that you can do with this information, really. There's no cards in neutral that incentivize this sort of thing. It's cool in the moment, but it doesn't affect your deck building even slightly. You would just play all the good normal staples and struggle through playing neutrals against faction cards. Yeah. Cool art, though. But yeah, it's really hard to design warlords. I understand and I have sympathy. Formatting issues shouldn't have a colon after it, but this is what's her name? Epic Space Marine or something. She always does this, so it's just normal for her. There should also be a space in after the colon for reveal. It should be reveal a card in the enemy hand or in your enemy's hand. If it's a tactic, draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. If it's a troop, give +1/+1. Actually, have another plus in it to a random friendly troop. Otherwise, fine. But yeah, it's a boring design. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the main problem with it is what you said. There's nothing really that specifically synergizes with her. So yeah, just that's what makes it kind of weak, I guess. Kind of weak and uninteresting in a way, but yeah. Then being an Imperial Army warlord doesn't help. That's the problem, I guess.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it, out there?
Oh, what can you do? Let's move on. Okay, another Navigator with a cool art. Navigator Sarin. So, 3 energy, 1/5, ward, and has an active. Choose. So this is like, what was it called? The Iron Hands card? Sistar, yeah. This is Sistar with a ward, basically.
Oh, yeah, he's cool. Yeah.
But what this does is choose 1, draw a card, and reduce the cost by 2. So Sistar. I can see that it's inspired by Sistar. Choose a card in your opponent's hand, and that costs, that costs 9 or less, and increase its cost by 1. Right away, I have 2 issues with it. One is that it's basically kind of Sistar, so just played around a little bit, I guess, because it's better than Sistar, obviously, though. Like, you get Ward, you get the active
Is
ability
it
to
though?
choose. It is because
No.
well, I mean, in a way, it could be because it's no, actually, it's not because you waste energy to do it.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly. You have to pay for it.
it's not that good then. Yeah, but the main problem I have with it, even that's fine, but the problem I have with this is that you would never want to use the other ability.
That
Like,
is true. The other ability is a lot weaker.
yeah, like why would I ever waste two energy to make my opponent's card one cost
I
one
suppose
more?
if your hand was absolutely full and you just wanted to slow them down, but yeah, it doesn't seem like good action, a good energy economy.
Hmm. So you're probably always gonna play the card draw, right? You're never really gonna
Yeah.
do anything else. But I mean, yeah, it's a cool Sistar replacement, and I love that card.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I think I agree with you. Yeah, honestly, because you're paying energy to do it and it has to stick for a turn, you can have that card increase cost be two probably, and it would still be balanced. If you wanted to reword it as well, you could just simply say choose a card in your opponent's hand and increase its cost by two to a maximum of 10. That's probably how I'd word that. It's more universal. But yeah,
Or play this on
I
old
like it.
Ahriman and have fun.
Yeah, Ward precog, go fuck yourself. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's not oppressive for its ability. So yeah, if anything, it's a little weak. So cool. Also, that art is beautiful. Although it does have
Absolutely.
orcs in it, so EG would get sued if they put it in the game.
That is
Yeah.
true. Also, Master Cross, you cannot make Hexagrammaton 11 because it says hand card that costs 9 or less. That's
Oh no, he's talking about us changing it to two. I'm saying you would update the wording to go with that, of course. Yeah.
yeah, because like what I'm saying is yeah, you would never get you should not be able to make cards 11 because then it
Yeah.
becomes impossible to play. Okay, Shat, Rattling Sniper.
Hey, more the little guys. All right, Rattling Sniper. Let's see. A common Imperial Infantry 2 energy 2/1. Stealth. Rally. Deal 1 damage. If target dies, gain sneak attack. All right. That should be a full stop after deal 1 damage, but it's otherwise pretty much perfectly formatted. And I quite like this little guy, honestly. It's like a weird little budget version of the old 1/3 sneak attackers. I forget the name. What was it? Nisa's Scouts. It's honestly, I feel like it's balanced. The 2 damage sneak attack is better, obviously, than 1 damage sneak attack, but it's a worse body because it instantly dies to a warlord attack on the retaliation. The extra 1 damage ping though balances it out a little bit, and also it's conditional sneak attack, so you can't even always even get the sneak attack. Honestly,
This is
yeah,
a
good card,
beautiful
well
design.
balanced, good, yeah, well balanced, good flavor. Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely, this is beautiful design. It's a great common card. The rarity is there as well. Yeah, this is just an example of a very nice 2-drop. What can I say?
Mm,
Really, really good.
yeah, not much more to add to that. I mean, it's a common. It's supposed to be simplistic, but yeah, it's just good, just well
What the
executed.
fuck is this?
All right, it's yours.
Sub Homo Sapiens Deformum. I'll I'll say okay. So 2 energy 4/3. So berserk and can't be affected by poison. Oh my god, this shit is ugly. Okay, so it's overstated, but in return it has berserk, but it also cannot be affected by poison. So I guess it's like a little bit of a fuck you Morty in there, which is always appreciated. But
I guess thematically it's supposed to be like a rad zombie or something.
yeah,
I don't know if this is a real thing from the lore or not, because my instinct is that looks like a mutant, and mutants aren't abhumans. But whatever. Keep going with the design, I guess.
I mean the card itself is super strong, but that's a mutant, unfortunately.
Yeah. Honestly, it's. I actually find it quite an interesting exercise to see how far you can push vanilla stats. And let's be real, this is basically vanilla stats. I still think it is too strong though. I think if you put it down to like a 3/3, that would be an interesting place. It's strong enough to justify being used just for stats in a raw aggro zoo deck, but it wouldn't be oppressive. 4/3 though, that's a bit much, I reckon, for a 2-drop.
Hmm. Fair
Oh, so
enough.
it's an abhuman, apparently, said Little Greyhawk says. Yeah, hang on, I'll do some googling of that. While yeah, Homo
I mean,
Sapiens.
it's pretty interesting. Obviously, it's like a
Oh yeah, no, it says strain of abhuman. Yeah, no, fair enough. All right, so what are these things? Oh, it's from. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was from Necromunda, but well, Huh. These are strange creatures. It says they're zealots usually, so yeah, makes sense with the berserk. All right, yeah, fair enough. Maybe
There's only one thing I don't get about this. Like, it's an
yeah.
overstated unit, sure, but usually when you have overstated units, they have some downside, right? Is Berserk really a downside for this? Because you just want to be attacking with this
It's a
every turn
little bit of a
anyway.
downside, but also you got to remember, like stats are just kind of worthless without immediate impact in this game nowadays. So I would say a 2 energy 3/3 is pretty much appropriate if it has no other abilities, and it doesn't really. Berserk is a very minor, basically unnecessary and unimportant drawback, and can't be affected by poison. Doesn't matter in 99% of your matchups. So it's a 2 energy 3, and I think that's a bit much, but a 2 energy 3/3 would probably be fine. Would be my guess.
Okay, fair enough. Oh my
All right.
god.
Subscribe. Well done. Good pun. Zero Energy 01. Subscribe. Average HHL Discord user. Rally. Like the video. Rage. Claim EG knows how to balance HHL. That's a fucking lie. Backlash. Get banned from the HHL Discord server. Is there some beef in the main server? Because I got banned from the main server. Yeah, that's true. This is me, actually. I've done all of these things.
Yeah, okay, well then that's why you're banned, so... I guess the card is accurate. Okay, we have the winner. Goodbye, guys. Okay. It gave us Shad's backstory. Okay.
They'll let me back in one day. I still need to get that Warhound Titan from Legacy mode. It's the only thing missing in my collection, and it bugs me.
Oh, which one are you missing?
What is it? What's he called? The Corrupted Mandragorax. I don't have him, and it bugs me.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
actually kind of playable, and that annoys me. I have everything else in Legacy mode. I haven't missed a single other legendary. Anyway, so the next one, I'll go again, I guess, since that was a meme.
Yeah.
Falador Valis, a 3 energy 2/3 rare Imperial Army infantry, an Imperial Navigator. He has Ward, which fits for a Navigator. They're good at avoiding being eaten by demons. Rally, choose a card from your deck and draw it. Return the other two to the bottom of the deck. So that's interesting because you're guaranteed you're not getting those other two. So that really gives a lot of weight to your other choices. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the direction you took your teach, which makes sense because that thematically follows with what a navigator would be. It's fine. It's just kind of a tutor, really, I suppose. I guess you might play it in some combo decks. Otherwise, I don't really see much use for
And it
it.
might
It's a
fuck you
power,
up as well.
it's a power crept Saladin 11th, but Saladin 11th was bad even when it was available in regular mode, so that's fine, honestly.
My only issue with this is that it can ruin you hard, because imagine you play this and you get 3 legendaries, like, yikes.
Oh well, there goes my game plan for the late game. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. That
well,
seems
yeah,
about
it's
right.
cool.
It's power crept off existing cards, but those existing cards are bad, so it doesn't matter. You're allowed to power creep shit.
So it's like we have 2 Thaladors, because the author told me that in case one art was taken to use the other one, but yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I like the first one better, personally.
Same. Yeah. This one is a little bit too Skyrim. Okay, let's move on.
Alright, all yours.
Horuk Berserkers, the deranged allies. Okay, so 5 energy, 6/4. Berserk, Rage, Heal 1, and Murder can act again. And it's Chaos. This is interesting, obviously. But the direct problem that I have with this, I'll tell you right away, is that there's a lot of anti-synergy here. Let me tell you what I mean. Murder is good, but it's not going to be good because it's 4 health on this guy. Meaning, when it's played, it's most probably going to die when it's attacking. Because think about it for a second. It's a 5 energy 6/4, right? In the worst case scenario, your enemy has already played a 5 cost, and now he has a 6 cost thing to play. Zermal did say it's an anti-Caliban Jäger card for sure. Caliban Jägers cannot deal with this. Yeah, basically you're telling like defenders of Caliban, fuck you. But other than that, I think it's kind of weak because health is just too low for a 5-drop. This is gonna get smacked like every single time it gets played. I just don't see how this card is gonna survive anything.
Yeah, no, I understand the trepidation though, because that rage heal obviously is potentially game breaking and back breaking, because it can just keep
Mhm.
eating things. But it's only heal 1, so yeah, I think I agree with you, teacher. It could stand to be a 6/5. I wouldn't want to push it any higher than that, though. Yeah. I also like the lore behind these guys. I had to look them up as well. They're basically like a weird, debased, savage version of ogres. Like, take an ogre and remove all the joy and make him very bloodthirsty, and then introduce him to a Night Lord. That's how the Toruk exist. So that makes sense why he has the murder ability. I like that. That's flavorful because they were used by the Night Lords as shock troops. So yeah, but yeah, 6/5 would probably be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool
absolutely.
enough.
Okay, Verdant
Right.
Rangers are yours.
Yeah, 3 energy, 4/2 Epic Imperial Army Infantry, the 109th Verdant Rangers. That's technically supposed to not put the thing before. That should just be in the main title, but I can allow that as a very minor thing. Stealth, Sneak Attack, and Battle Honor put in play a Verdant Rangers. So, whoa, dude, what the fuck? That's too strong. Cool flavor though. So these guys, it's not actually written in their name anywhere, but these guys are an abhuman variant called the Troth, and I had to look these up as well because I didn't know what this card was until I saw it. They are a abhuman species that are of human that are basically symbiotic with plant life, and mostly specifically with their planet Verdant. It's they're not allowed to leave it. I don't know if it's because the Imperium doesn't allow them to because they fear they'll like reproduce too much, or if they actually are physically incapable of leaving their planet. Probably the latter. Not sure. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. So the flavor of the card is very much informed by the artwork. Doesn't seem to really do anything to do with the actual abhuman species. And we don't know a lot about the trough, but you can still sort of like extrapolate a few things. So they're very plant-like, so they use something to do with growing. Maybe it could have grown in your hand instead of this, or something like that. Troth is an old ancient word for oath or pledge or vow. So I don't know, something to do with like frontline, which would also make sense with them not being able to leave their planet. They're defenders, so frontline and counter-attack perhaps, or something like that. And also, just mechanically, this is really toxic because, like, it's going to land, it's going to kill something when your opponent plays anything, or they're not going to play anything and they're going to just take to the face and and they have to remove it when they bash it. Yeah, no, it's just toxic. It's not a good design. Cool art
It's
though, very cool art.
it's even
But I
worse
don't like
when
the flavor.
Korax plays it, as Dermal said,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you
I
can
don't like
just
the flavor. And I
invisible it
don't like the
again.
mechanics. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. It's just too strong. Have
Yeah, maybe if it
AoE
was a
or die.
2/2. 2/2. Make it a 2/2. That would be fine, I'd say.
Yeah, I think Little Grey Hawk said the correct thing. Have AoE
Yeah.
or die. So that's basically
Yeah,
what it
exactly.
is.
It's also this is a rattling design, not a trough design. We don't know a lot about trough. Oh, sorry, Cross. We being mean to Cross's card. Yeah, it's no. Well, you post lots of good stuff in other competitions. Everyone misses one. Well,
Fair enough. Okay, Ogen Sniper.
hey, holy
Okay.
shit! Looks like Freddie Mercury let himself go.
So he got lobotomized. Okay, so
All right, is
two
this one me?
energy, two
No,
two.
it's you, isn't it? Yeah,
Two energy, 2/2. Rally. If you have 6 or more max energy, deal 10 damage split among all units.
yeah.
Invulnerable. And Relentless. Deal 2 damage to a random unit. So, I can imagine that's what an Ogre Sniper actually is, to be honest. Like, me not know who shoot. Me shoot everybody now. So, I mean, on paper, you might think that this is like degenerate, but at the same time, there are some pretty cool ideas hidden in there. So let me say a
Oh,
few
yeah,
things. Like for
yeah.
example, the relentless and the fact that it's invulnerable. Yeah, it may seem like very toxic, but look at this. You drop it, and it can also deal damage to you as well. So it's pretty random. So it kind of like messes up the whole game plan for everybody. But the interesting thing for me here is like if you play this in the late game, this is a terrible top deck, right? This is a trash top deck. Like you like ever want to top deck this. But then it has the rally that if you have 600 or more energy, then you can drop a gigantic nuke basically. So it's interesting, and also the interesting part is it can also absorb some of those 10 damage hits itself.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Chat is spamming peak, 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 peak. Okay.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's got lots of cool ideas, but it's just badly executed. But then this is kind of a jokey card. This might even be a meme entry. He might not have even intended for this to be a serious card. Yes, he can shoot himself. Yeah, I noticed that. It's all units. It doesn't specify. Deal 2 damage to a random unit. I mean, technically, when EG do this, they usually mean like another unit. They don't actually say another. So technically, the Relentless shouldn't be able to hit itself according to EG wording, but EG wording is shit. So whatever.
What do you think,
Um,
Shad? Should it be?
yeah, it's
Should it
broken.
be?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
should it be a troop? What do you think? Should it be a troop?
Nah, I'll just make it a tactic because you just got a giant ogre over your shoulder going, "Me shoot that one!" and just fucking bullets flying all over the place.
It's gonna be pretty interesting, I think, as a troop. Like
Yeah,
if
you can
it's
shoot everyone. It's great. Yeah. You know what? No, I would say make him like a 10 energy, like a really big boy or something, so that he's actually and give him can't attack because right now it's a 2 energy 2/2 that randomly smacks things. It's true, but it also can actually attack by itself, so you can still get damage off of it. So yeah, it's still broken because of the invulnerable. If it
yeah,
had can't attack as well, it would be balanced because it would just be random damage spread everywhere.
this is actually very interesting. Yeah, I think it was intended to have can't attack. I guess.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, this is
No,
this is
make him big and chunky and give him can't attack would be what I would say.
yeah this is like something that I would say this has like potential like hell. This has a lot of potential.
Yeah, it
I
is good
like.
anti-aggro. That's the thing I like about it too, Valdor. Yeah, because it's or Valadol, sorry, but yeah. Well, no, it can attack. That's the problem, Valadol. It shouldn't have it, but it can. Yeah, no, because
No, that's
random is technically fair, but it's only fair while there's an equal number of units on the board. If your opponent has a massive board, statistically, it's likely to hit them, not you. So yeah, it's good against wide aggro boards. I like it.
yeah. I said it's a good anti-aggro, which is pretty cool. I think that is something that HHL often needs because
Oh,
it's
please, yes, give me more anti-aggro. Fuck this metagame.
yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, pretty cool card. A little crazy, but pretty cool for sure. And last, I believe. Okay, where is it? We have Zir's card, and for some reason I
Oh, this one.
couldn't.
Yeah, let me reload that. I don't think it's in the folder.
It's not in there. I just downloaded it. It was like a mistake
Oh,
by my
okay.
side. So it's a 3 energy 2/3 rally. Add a copy of a last vehicle you played to your hand. It costs 1 less. So what do you think about that, Chad?
Oh, what is it? Like, what's the art and what's the flavor? Oh, here we
You're
go.
gonna see
Let's
it
see.
in.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Abhuman Techno Thrall. I feel like that flavor's kind of tacked on. This feels like it was a tech thrall, and you've just written Abhuman on it. So I don't know about the flavor, but mechanically, yeah, that's. I would be interested in seeing a card like that. Yeah, I'd play that in the game. You don't need to bold vehicle, by the way, though. Just capitalize. But otherwise, yeah, fine.
Yeah, looks like a pretty good card.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, gentlemen. Let's start discussing then, Chad, shall we?
Yes.
By the
Just
way,
a
as
sec.
always, guys, if I forgot anybody's submission, please don't go crazy. Just write it in the chat and I'll check in my email or wherever you have sent it to me. Okay?
Yeah, sorry, hang on just a second. I need to handle something quickly. But yeah, you entertain chat. Dance for them.
I think I'm not gonna dance for them, but by the way, those of you who play Warpforge, the alliances are live, boys. So congratulations. And together with the alliances, we're gonna get a whole lot of broken Tau cards to complement the broken Ultramarine cards. Yay! Are you happy? I sure am not.
Oh, hang on. My Discord bugged. And I'll just leave the call and rejoin.
Yeah, sure, Shad. No problem. Honestly speaking, at this rate, Everguild is gonna make me do another Elden Ring run if this continues. Because, like,
Oh, we should create some of our own content here. Then, I was saying about how we should do like a legacy best of 3 like grudge match. That'd be fun. I'm pretty much
yeah.
ready to do that. I've got most of the new cards now.
Yeah, because currently the state of Warforge is not looking good. It's sad too, because the previous meta was so good. It was so good. It was actually really balanced and fun. I liked it. Hey,
Really?
Sienna. Yeah, it was really good. You could play almost everything, and it was really fun. But suddenly, boom, Ultramarines.
Alright. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's all handled now. I just needed to. My meter was about to run out, so you'd have just heard me conk out before. Cutting off the power. Okay. Yeah, no, all topped up now. Anyway, so let's see. Discussion. What are the best cards on display here? Right.
Vote to.
I have my top pick already picked out, in my opinion.
I think I know which one is your top pick.
Yeah, well, it's the only one that I've liked.
I think it's Carite.
I love it.
Carite Defenders, right?
It is indeed Carite Defenders. I do like Carite Defenders, yeah.
This is actually pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this one as well. Let's let me actually mark it as A so that I know like this. The ones that we basically put in the top ranks. Okay. How about we vote not to let Hypnomarine win anymore?
Oh, what is that Hypno's card again?
No, the Beastman is Hypno's card, and I have to push it. Beastmen Cannibals. It's just too
good.
It's good.
Yeah, no, I like it, but I don't like it that much. But yeah, it's fine. It would be a good addition to the game.
Yeah, let's have it marked as well because I like it a lot. But yeah, maybe Hypnomarine shouldn't win anymore. So
maybe a little. No. Well, yeah, maybe a little. I was gonna say maybe a little more.
I'm joking, of course. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Okay. I actually quite like the really bog basic common Rattling Sniper.
Oh, that one was really good actually. One of my favorites. Where the hell is that? It was one of the and
it's pretty basic, obviously, but then that's the point of commons. They're supposed to fill these interesting and important roles.
Sometimes it's necessary to make basic good cards as well. I would say making basic cards is harder than making the legendaries because. Oh my god! How about Ochre Smash, Shiny Metal Promotion?
Well, no, we already put an Ogre in.
Only one Ogre allowed, right? How do you like the distraction? Shad, are you alive? Uh-oh, guys, Shad has been...
Oh, did I disconnect? Hello?
You're back?
Hello?
I think Shad has been kidnapped by Rattlings.
Hello? Am I back?
Yes, you are?
Ah, nice. Cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, no. What else? I quite like Hamaya, honestly. Those are some really interesting and inventive new mechanics.
Sure, let's put it there.
Yeah, but again, it's kind of buggy with its mechanics, so it probably can't take.
Probably not. Yeah, I just remember it has a bug. Would be unfair considering the bug. Yeah, but it's a good card though.
Yeah. What else? What else is in contention?
What about the distraction?
I like it, but it's a bit strange mechanically as well. Yeah, that's messy. Maybe that's a third place. Maybe that's a third place contender again. Yeah.
Now let's put it to D.
Yeah. I like Navigator Sarin and Thalador Valis are both quite decent too.
Yeah, actually, I would say so too. Where is Navigator? Navigator, where the hell are you? Oh, there you are. What about the Ogen Sniper?
No, come on. Balance issues out the wazoo. Cool idea, but that needs a total stat rework.
But Freddie Mercury, though. Okay, so
it's cool. But
yeah, it's a cool idea.
No,
once fine tuned, it's gonna be really good. What else?
I think that's pretty much all of them for me, at least. You can make an argument for Toruk Berserkers, but it's just there.
What do you think about the Votic Nimik?
Where's that one? Oh, right, the squad. I have too many issues with the token card it spawns, honestly.
Fair enough.
It's not bad. It's not awful, but you know.
Actually, there's a lot of meme submissions this time.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Okay. Well, so obviously it looks like elite. So not elite Carites. Carite Defenders is taking first, then, right?
I agree. I think Carite Defenders is the best one. Best submission.
Yeah.
It's just too good. Let me actually double check who is this from.
So it's a really inventive use of Nemesis as well. Yeah.
Ah, ZMK Gaming. Okay.
Oh, hiya, buddy.
ZMK Gaming, please remind me. Or wait, do I have it? Wait.
I think he's won before. Yeah, he did the what was it? The Custodes ship card. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did.
So you should have him already. Yeah.
Let me just double check if he has sent me his thingy.
Hmm.
Oh, he has had some really cool submissions. Oh, he submitted like every single time, I think. Nice. Okay, he submitted a lot of stuff actually. Oh, and yeah, I found his in-game tag as well. Okay, perfect. That's good. Okay, yeah, congratulations, ZMK. You get first place, and I think it's really cool. It's a cool card. Absolutely.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, so well, that gets first place, but now it's a big. Actually, it's not. I think Rattling
Yeah,
Sniper gets the second
I
place.
agree. Yeah, I think second place is for Rattling. The big punch up fight is going to be for who gets third, but like Rattling Sniper is
Let me
coming
actually
second.
double check who the Rattling Sniper is from. Oh, this is somebody different. MRVN. And I have no idea what this guy's name is on.
Oh yeah, now that sounds like a new entrant.
Guys, come on, send me your friggin' uh send me your tags. Or maybe he has submitted before.
Oh, he has.
He submitted a pretty cool Auxilia card. He
Yeah, it crosses right.
submitted.
It looks exactly like it looks like a legacy troop. It even has the right art style, doesn't it? It's nostalgia.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Nostalgia.
need the guy's in-game name for sure. Okay, MRVN, congratulations, my friend, on your second place. And please, if you're in the chat right now, please tell me your in-game name. If not, I'll email you, and I hope that you see it. Okay, so, and for number 3.
All right. There's a lot of contention for this spot because there's a lot of cool ideas that just don't quite work that fit here.
Hmm.
To be honest, you could also make an argument for Beastmen Cannibals. Like I like it, but it doesn't spark that joy. But it's perfectly formatted and it works fine. But honestly,
Here,
there are designs I like more in here that they're just not as well made.
here's what I think. Like, I think the distraction doesn't quite make the cut because it's a
Yeah, I
little bit
agree.
awkward. So
Yeah.
what we would have left is the Thalador Velis, the
Uh-huh.
Navigator Sarin, and the Beastman.
And Hamaya.
Hamaya, oh yeah, but Hamaya has like a big bug.
It does, but that's where third place belongs after all. It's for cool ideas because you can intuit what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
That is true.
And Hired Ogren, I don't. Well, no, actually, no. I would have liked it with the choose, but as is, no. Yeah, that's not third. Lordling Sreng is also up there, but the problem is it's just so busted with Thousand Suns. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I like Thalador Velis as well, and plus
it's a pretty.
it's a rare.
Yeah, it's just a pretty like generic effect. But then that rares exist to have effects like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it has interesting abilities as well because you really you don't see the other two cards. You're not going to see them for the rest of the game, basically. So that is interesting. Adds a lot of opportunity cost to the choose.
Hmm. I think we're gonna give it to Hamaya. Actually,
You reckon?
yes, I think we should give it to Hamaya because if you actually think about it, Chad, if you take a look at the wording, it's not that bugged because it says the first attack on this unit is cancelled. That means that the game is probably not gonna register it as the inability to kill the unit. The attack connects, but it's then
That
cancelled.
is true. Yeah, no, you're right. If you rules lawyer that correctly, then you do get to a conclusion that it lets you attack as long as you have 5 or more attack, or well, equal to its health. Of course, you can still shoot them down. Which I love the flavor of that, by the way, because that is literally exactly how they died en masse during the Emperor's Children attack. They would literally just go like, "Haha, duel me," and then they get mowed down by bolter fire.
I think we go with this one.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm fine giving Hamaya for. Oh, yeah, no, Little Greyhawk does have a thing about if it gets Survivor, it can't die. Well, that's not true, technically. It can die, it just can't be attacked. Yeah, but Technically, no. Technically, though, I don't think Duelist would see Survivor because it would. Yeah.
It could be shitty on salamanders.
Yeah, but then you would just reword that. So honestly, the easiest way to fix this is just reword it so that this unit can't be attacked by troops with less attack than its current health. Yeah, that's all you have to do to change it, or the units. Sorry, yeah. So that way you could soften it up, or you could weaken it, or whatever you need to do to actually get the hit in. It would be so basically the wording on Duelist is a bit shit. That's the only problem. But then, to be honest, this guy writes like he's Russian potentially. I can't tell. From
I just checked, and yeah, it's from Carter.
Yeah, I thought so. Honestly, it's a lot better than most cards that have been translated through. But obviously, you got to cut him a bit of slack for language issues. So yeah, honestly, I like it, and it just needs better wording on those mechanics. And it's great flavor. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Third place seems fair.
Yeah, the others are good, but they just don't really. Visa actually said a smart thing. Survival still triggers death effects, and since it can be destroyed, might trigger the same way as backlash. So yeah, I guess it does count as a kill when you attack it. Sorry, Igor, not today, my friend. But good submission though, as always. Those Beastmen were nuts. I like them. Okay, so third place for Hamaya then.
Yeah, works for me. All right, so that is, what is it? First place goes to Carite Defenders. Second place goes to Rattling Sniper. And third place, Hamaya, Katara Champion.
Yes, I believe that is the case. I am just...
Cool survivors this time. Yeah, sorry.
Now to somehow find the in-game name of the second place guy. Oh boy. Gonna have to reply on his mail. Sorry guys, your rewards might be delayed a little bit. I'll first need to find the guy's in-game name. Shad. So, do you have any cool ideas for the next tournament? Don't spoil it. Just
you know, we don't like to reveal too much in spoilers, but yeah, there's a couple. We've still got we built a large list of these when we first started it. Remember, we still got like half of those to go through. So yeah. Someone said in the chat a while back about like zero energy. Like that would be quite cool. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll make a decision and we'll let you guys know. So
yeah, thanks for entering, guys. These really cool entries this time. Very fun brief, I suppose.
Yes. So we're definitely going to be doing the next tournament, which means within the next 6 hours or so, maybe a little more, we'll announce it with the video as always with it. And yeah, make sure you participate. And thank you very much, guys.